Greetings from Bloomington, Illinois. I am so delighted to be able to talk with you. My wife Judy and I just returned from a vacation in Texas and parts in between. It was a working vacation, and while I was gone, I intended to produce my introductory video, which I did, but I could not get it uploaded because of internet slowness and competency of the internet available to me. So I'm getting this to you later than I intended. I hope you understand. I am going to be your professor for the next 8 weeks for ministry leadership and staff relationships. I am so glad to be able to interact with you over the coming weeks on this very stimulating topic. It's going to be thought-provoking at times, and I'm confident that together we are going to learn as we work together. We're going to be challenged at times, and we probably will be uncomfortable at times. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I think I already told you I'm Dr. Frank Beatty, and I am a graduate of Moody Bible Institute, Dallas Theological Seminary, and I earned my doctorate at Trinity Evangelical Divinity School, which is part of Trinity International University in Deerfield, Illinois. Through the years, I've also taken additional undergraduate and graduate courses at various colleges and universities across the nation. But I began my pastoral ministry as a 19-year-old, a second-year student at Moody Bible Institute. A friend asked me if I would consider being a student pastor of a small village church that was trying to get started. So each Friday afternoon, I traveled about 200 miles on the train to Galesburg, Illinois, where I had my car parked, and I did pastoral ministry over the weekend. Then, about 2 o'clock on Monday morning, I boarded a train back to Chicago to continue with my studies and activities at Moody. After graduating from Moody, I continued on at the church for 4 years before enrolling at Dallas Theological Seminary. Also, the week after graduation, I married my college sweetheart, Judy Crawford, who was also a student at Moody. We have celebrated 51 years of marriage this past June, and we have 3 children. Andrew, our older son, is employed with Moody Distance Learning, and they have 5 biological children and 6 adopted children. Each of the 6 adopted children, as they moved from infancy to being now 4 years old to 15 years old, have multiple emotional, psychological, and mental needs that require a lot of help. They live 4 houses from us, so we are oftentimes involved in just providing another pair of eyes to give them encouragement and support and with help with the children. Our middle son, Stephen, is in his final year of studies at William and Mary Law School in Williamsburg, Virginia. At age 39, he learned that he could still enlist in the Army as an officer and pursue a dream that he had had since high school. But with 10 children now, it had not been possible, even though he had owned his own business for a number of years. So he is looking forward to completing his degree in May, and then he will be stationed in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Of their 10 children, one of their sons is married, and he is the father of our only great-grandson. Our daughter Esther and her husband also live in Bloomington, Illinois. They have 5 children ranging in age from 10 to 17. He is a corrections officer at Pontiac Correctional Center. It's a maximum prison about 30 miles from here. We are excited about the privilege to be able to interact with you over lessons that God has taught us through the many years. We have served churches in addition to Herman, Illinois, in Dallas, Texas, in Pontiac, Illinois, in Lindale, Texas, in McHenry, Illinois, and Bloomington, Illinois. I've been a solo pastor, and I've been the pastor of a staff of 14 people. I have helped over 30 students complete ministry internships. Candidly, I've forgotten the precise number, but it's probably well in excess of that. In 2008, Judy and I sensed God's calling us to do interim pastor ministry. It's an awesome kind of ministry. We have served churches in Garner, Iowa, Williston, North Dakota, Derby, Vermont, and Minot, Illinois. Interim pastor work, when it has that intentional character quality, is helping a church and its leaders to rediscover Jesus' purpose for their church to exist in their community at this point in time, and to understand his values and his purposes. To accomplish that purpose, it demands that leaders take intentional action to prayerfully and humbly seek the Lord's direction, to do intense evaluation of their own church and its ministry, as well as the ministry needs of their community. It's a very exciting process, but it also is one that is somewhat agonizing and sometimes a very tense matter. But good quality work, it will be accomplished in 18 to 24 months, and the life of the church will never be quite the same. I'm really excited to be able to interact with you in these weeks over the work of ministry leadership. As we work together, you will sense my passion to equip people for effective ministry in the spirit of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 12. I want to help you understand how to be that kind of equipping leader, to develop relationships that last for a lifetime and for eternity, to be able to not only have a healthy ministry leadership, but also to develop, maintain, and grow healthy staff relationships. Together we're going to learn. Together we're going to grow. Together we're going to let God work in our lives for His honor and His glory. And as we do that, I know that we will grow together. Week by week, I'll be providing you with information about the assignments and clarifying some of the vague details that are in your syllabus and your weekly schedule. God bless you, and may He continue to lead you in His ways.